We've launched the Stack Store. You can now choose from a curated selection of over 25 local and overseas brands. Visit stackhomes.com/store now and refresh your home.
We really liked darker interiors, a little bit of modern luxe look to it, and warm lightings. And we wanted a bigger living space so that we can be in the same space together instead of doing our own things in separate rooms. I'm Olivia, I'm a dietitian and I work in the sports industry.
And I'm Jesse, I work in the finance industry.
This is an executive apartment in Serangoon and it's about 147 square meters.
When we got in here, it was pretty much how a typical old HDB would look like. There were many walls that we eventually tore down. We liked the space because it was quite squarish. We knew the potential and we knew that we could knock down a lot of walls and make it open concept, which is what we wanted. The great thing about staying here is that you have provision shops, you have your wet markets, everything is in walking distance. That's a great thing of living in a mature estate. When we thought about this house, we knew that we wanted to work with a darker canvas, overlay that with wood elements, and the kitchen, stainless steel elements, but at the same time have a bit of playful pops of color in and around the house, like little vases, sake glasses, things like that. When you walk into a typical HDB, door and the gate right next to each other, we didn't want that because you would see the whole house when you open up. We wanted to create a little niche area where it could be a reception for guests, but also for ourselves to place shoes before we actually walk into the house. It also adds to a bit of this mysterious element before coming to the house. For the TV area, we wanted a sofa that was large enough but could also have depth. It becomes quite a focal point of the house for the two of us when we have nights to chill. And what was interesting as well is what's above you, the structural beams. The ideas didn't want it to be so stagnant, so they cladded black mirrors around it to make it look a bit more seamless, fit into the wider theme of the house.
In the corner of the living room, we have a small study area, and that's where Jesse does most of his work. Next to it, we have a storage space where we put our pantry items as well as toiletries. So at the island table, that's where we do most of our food preparation. I bake there as well. Sometimes when we have guests over, he'll prepare drinks for our guests at the island table.
Because we knocked down the original kitchen, we still wanted a form of cooking within the enclosed space. So that's why we got the induction stove. But actually the bulk of our main cooking actually happens in the balcony / wet kitchen area now. So before the wet kitchen was constructed, it was actually a balcony. So the ground was leveled, so we could use it as a wet kitchen. And we divide the space from the living room with these black sliding doors here. So the wet kitchen actually looks quite different from the rest of the house. We knew that we wanted a stainless steel theme, not only because it looks good, but it helped the cleaning up as well. So it was quite practical to get that sort of material in to the wet kitchen. With the common toilet, usually that space is often neglected, but we wanted to spend the same amount of effort into building that space. We did up a few features in there with the hanging light bulb, with the mirror. We're happy that it came together. So the master is actually a combination of two rooms. We knocked down one of the bedrooms to give to the living room, but the other half was our walk-in space in the master bedroom.
So for the toilet in the master bedroom, we got the inspiration from boutique hotels. So we decided to split the sink, toilet as well as the shower into 3 different sections so that we can also use that space at the same time.
In the walk-in wardrobe area, it's actually quite a dynamic space where we have a study area, but also another section of the wardrobe where we can store more things over there. What we really came to enjoy about this space is that the island table sets the premise in the middle of this area, Conversations can flow quite freely because of this unblocked view. Wherever you're at in the house, conversations can be quite seamless whenever we have guests around, or even with the two of us just in this space.
Thanks for staying till the end. Now, if you like what you've just seen, do subscribe to our channel and click the bell so that you get updates whenever a new video pops out. And if you'd like to have your home featured, feel free to drop us an email at hello@stakedhomes.com.